So a quick video just checking these answers. On number 1, we're going to use rise and run to connect these 2 points. My rise is 5, my run is 1, so that would make my slope 5 over 1, or 5. On the second one, here's a key. Each block is actually worth 2, so if you look at the scale of the block. So when I count, I'm going to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8 will be my rise. And if I go across, it's going to be 2, 4. So that makes my rise over run 8 over 4, which is going to simplify to 2, and I also want to make sure I include my negative sign there as well. You might have overlooked the fact that they were counting by 2s. It'll be okay in this case because you would have gotten 4 over 2. They're scaled by the same amount, but it's something you want to pay attention to. On the next example, my rise was 3 and my run was 4 and my slope was positive. And on number 4, my rise was 2 and my run was 3 and my slope was also positive. So on example 8 for subtraction fraction, I've got my formula ready to go. I'm going to set this up. I'm also going to start by labeling my ordered pairs, x first then y, x first then y, x1, y2, x2, y2. So just remember that -2 is an x, 4 is also an x. So the way that I show that they're different is this one comes first, so it's x1, and this one comes second, so it's x2. My first spot here in my formula is y2. My second spot is y1, my third spot here is x2, and my last spot is x1. So I just want to make sure I'm finding these things correctly. So y2, which is 6, minus this blue one is y1, which is 3, green is x2, which is 4, and then yellow is x1, which is -2. So it's important to see that I am able to put a negative number inside here. Then I can do 6 minus 3, which would just be 3, and for 4 minus -2, I can do keep change opposite, which would get me 6 for a final answer of 1/2. On my next example, I can again set up my subtraction fraction. I've got my fraction with my 2 subtraction symbols. I can have my red ordered pair, or my red spot, my blue spot, my green spot, and my yellow spot. Then I'm going to label my ordered pairs, first x and y, then the 1s and the 2s. Then I can enter this information into my subtraction fraction. So y2 is -1, minus y1, which is 2, x2 is 4, minus x1, which is 5. And so then to do -1 minus 2, I might do keep change opposite to get -1. And to do 4 minus 5, I might do keep change opposite to get -1 also. Oops, sorry, I made a mistake. This should be -1 plus -2 should be -3. And then that would simplify to a slope of 3. On example 10, I know some classes did this, some classes didn't. So x, y, 1s and 2s. And so I've got -3 minus 5, that's y2 minus y1, -1 minus 3. I do keep change opposite in both cases, which would get me -8 over -4, which is going to simplify to a slope of +2, because 2 negatives make a positive.